Hi guys, it's me Joy, and today I have a travel journal share. Yes! I had some free time during my spring break to work on this, and this is from like 3 years ago. A trip I took in May 2014. It was a business trip. Originally, I was going to document this project lifestyle, but decided to do it this way. So let's take a look. I looked through my inserts and found this insert from a class that I took with Sakura. Oh, a cat. A cat! With Sakura, Lala, and Igloo Dining. And it's really cute. It has Igloo Dining's artwork on it. So let's open it up. On this side, I saved my tags from my luggage. This is a map of the Star Alliance Lounge because we rode business class. So we got to, go in the lounge, and that was exciting. I put like a tab right here. And when you open it, here's a picture of the lounge. And I write about, I haven't flown business class before. So we got to relax in here before our flight. On this side, I took a picture before I closed my suitcase and wrote about these packing cubes, how excited I was to use them because I've heard great things. Then here is just a picture of like the buffet line. Here is a wall of wine. A wall of wine, how exciting. Okay, next page. So up here is my ticket stub from my flight. I have a tab. You can open it, and here's a picture of the lounge again because it was just so exciting. A picture of my snacks, my pre-flight snacks. I think it was like sandwich rolls possibly, and a bottle of Stella. Here's a picture of my seat on the plane. I rode ANA. It turns into a bed, guys. Oh my gosh, a bed. We got a pouch full of goodies, including like an eye mask and lotions and creams and lotions. Lotions and creams. Here's a postcard from my hotel room. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Tokyo. It's in Roppongi. It's like Midtown Tokyo. And the reason why my boss chose this place is one, because it was beautiful, but also because it was walking distance to our Japan offices. So I just used it as a tip-in, and I just wrote on the back since I never used the postcard. This is an Instax picture of the view from the hotel, and you flip it up. I just wrote about how, because it was a business trip, we had a lot of late nights at the office. So I didn't really get to explore the city much. So I always had room service because by the time we got out of work, it was too late. So I ordered a lot of kare raisu. And I wrote about the bathroom because the bathroom was like my favorite part of the whole room. And I actually have vlog footage from one of my old Japan vlogs. It was amazing. So when I saw my first vending machine, I got something to drink, and it was Pocari Sweat, which tasted exactly like Gatorade. We couldn't check in yet, but I did have tickets to go to the Ghibli Museum in Mitaka. My boss wanted to try to come with me, so we went to the first Lawson's we saw so he could try to get tickets to the Ghibli Museum. But they were already sold out for the day, so he ended up going back to the hotel. And I got some lunch for myself. Or was it breakfast? I guess it was brunch. And I got myself a curry sandwich. Can you tell I like Japanese curry? And this orange juice. It's just orange juice, but I bought it because of Kori Laguma. He's so cute. So here I cut up the brochure I saved, and this beautiful watercolor illustration of the Ghibli Museum was so pretty that I decided to just keep it, and I just pasted it right here. This was in the front of that brochure, so I just cut it up. Here's a picture of the robot guy from Laputa. He's so cool. I love him. He's pretty big. And here I just wrote about everything that I got to see at the Ghibli Museum. I highly recommend it if you're a Ghibli fan. But I just wrote about seeing all the original artwork and also seeing the cat bus. Here is just another picture of the Ghibli Museum area. And you can flip this thing and more pictures. And here's a really giant Totoro in this ticket booth, which is cool. And I really love their seal. It's really interesting looking. And here I just have this bag from the Ghibli museum shop. And on the bottom it says open sesame. So you can open this up and bam! Out pops this film strip that they give you as a souvenir. And I wanted to keep it loose so that I could look at it in the light. I don't know what mine is from, like what movie it's from. But it's so cool! Then when you flip it, just some random sign that I saw. And after I went to the Ghibli Museum, I went back to the hotel to check in because I haven't even checked in at that point. I decided to take the train by myself. I went to Harajuku first, and then I walked down to Shibuya to see the Shibuya crossing. This is a picture of my hotel room view, which was really, really pretty. I loved Kittyland. It was so fun. It's like a store with every level has a different character almost. Like Rilakuma had his own level of just his merchandise, and then there was like a Snoopy level. I just wrote about everything that happened and some first thoughts about everything and that I've seen so far. On this side is my first workday breakfast in Japan. I just went downstairs to the Starbucks and got a BLT and egg sandwich. Wow, we don't have that in the States. So I decided to try that. And I just wrote about what we did the night before. Me and my boss, we just went to dinner at this restaurant downstairs. So it was a really low-key night because we needed a fresh start to the day. Oh, I also put my Starbucks receipt on this side and it's all in Japanese. Next page. The first day of work at our Japan offices. Everybody is so friendly and they had the coolest coffee machine. We went to a lot of meetings, so I got a lot of business cards, and I had to also give out a lot of business cards. There's this whole ordeal with the business cards in Japan. You have to greet everybody and then present your business card. It was a culture in its own. Oh, and our business cards had Japanese on one side and English on the other. Here is a picture in the offices of a movie I worked on for the Japan territory, and I was just so proud, so I took a picture of it. And here is a picture of my laptop, and they gave us our own like conference room to use as our office. We still had to work in addition to all the meetings we had, so it was pretty busy. The first night we were there, our Japan coworkers took us to this restaurant called Gonpachi. It is a restaurant that was in Kill Bill, and it was so cool. I don't really remember what we ate, but I remember soba noodles, and I actually went back there last year. My husband really likes Quentin Tarantino, so we had to go. And here's a picture of me and my coworkers. This is the only picture I have with me in it, I think. And one of our meetings was Dad's home. One of our meetings took place in Sunshine City in Ikebukuro. We had some free time before our client meeting, so we just walked around and I saw my very first loft. And then here I just wrote about some places that they took us to while we were there for meals. We went to the sushi restaurant and they had really good sushi. They also took us to like a chicken place, like a karage restaurant, and that was really good too. And this is just a brochure, and I kept it because I wanted to keep this picture. I'm filming a video. And here one of my coworkers, Hitomi-san, took me to a place called Gindako for takoyaki, and it was delicious. Takoyaki is octopus balls. Yum! Here is just a map of where we stayed most of the time, which is Roppongi, and our meeting schedule. We had at least 2 meetings a day in addition to working, so it was a very jam-packed work schedule. Here are some pictures of our clients that we went to. One of them being Yahoo Japan. At the time, they were moving to a new office. And when that happens, people send flowers. In Amazon Japan, they had really cool meeting room names, because I noticed in a lot of the places we went to, their conference rooms were named after rivers and mountains. which was interesting. So on this side, this was our second to the last night. The Japan office took us out for shabu shabu, which was delicious, and they were teaching us Japanese slang. So they taught us like otsukare-sama, which is like great job or good work or things like that, and they were just teaching us a bunch of phrases that like that. And then they took us to this tiny bar. It was called Shake, and it's really tiny. It's like the size of a bathroom almost. They let us try this vodka that tasted like basil, and it was very interesting. And here is a picture of my boss eating the last piece of shabu shabu. So sad. I only had technically 2 days to sightsee, actually a day and a half, because we were leaving. I decided to just go shopping at Shibuya. So I took the train there and I had breakfast at this cute cafe near Loft. And I had matcha bread and a coffee. I went to go look at Hachi the dog. And I don't know if you know about Hachi, but he is the dog that came to see his owner every day at the train station. And everybody knew him. There's a movie about it with Richard Gere. Here is just the map of the subway system. And I had trouble at first, but I conquered it at the end. Here I wrote about Loft and all of the stationery that I miss. Here is my guide, because I went on this app called Hyperdia, and they basically tell you exactly how to get to your destination from your nearest station. So that made it really easy. Next, I went to Tokyo Hands, and it was another cool place. And I bought some stuff from there. I couldn't spend as much time there as I wanted to because we had to leave soon. And some final thoughts and final picture of my makeshift office in Japan. So sad. The last picture of the skyline from our hotel. And goodbye, says the cat. Just a random picture that I had of a convenience store called Family Mart. And I found this change later when I got home. And lastly, some omiyage or souvenirs that I brought home. I brought home some red bean Kit Kat for my family and just listed a bunch of other things that I bought for my family. But here's the packaging of the red bean Kit Kat. And my ticket home, luggage tag, and a text from Don saying that he was happy that I was finally home. The end.